What's up, everyone? It's Shaletta. I'm here getting a phone for one of my newly minted teenagers with Xfinity Mobile. They've got great options, affordable plans, and solid coverage that works for our whole family. With Xfinity Mobile, my daughter can stay connected with me wherever she goes. And did you know when you sign up, you can get an extra phone line free for a full year? Switch to Xfinity Mobile today for more savings, more smiles, and more ways to stay connected.
In Minnesota, we pride ourselves on our nation-leading voter turnout and safe, secure elections. Elections allow us to make our voices heard and stand up for the communities and issues we care about. To exercise your right to vote, first make sure that you are registered to vote. After registering to vote, make a plan to vote on or before Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Learn about how to register to vote, cast your ballot, find your polling place, and more by visiting mnvotes.org.
You want a healthier lifestyle, but how do you get started? Then stick with it by listening to the Fitness Revolution podcast with Shay Sandifer, of course. Your journey to greater well-being starts now.
Hello, everyone. It's Coach Shay with Fitness Revolution. So happy to see you. It is fall. It is completely fall. I love fall. I think it is great for my mental well-being when I see the leaves changing. It's a little cooler in the morning to get those walks in, and then it's bright and sunny, and you can wear the layers throughout the day. I think it is the best feeling. And of course, I celebrate my birthday, so I love October. But one of the biggest things I love is all about wellness with this month, and it is because on October 10th, it is World Mental Health Day. So as we know, I'm always talking about our well-being and what does that look like? How are we feeling? How are we presenting ourselves out in the world due to our mental health? And so I love that they have a special day because some days you just need to take and just sit back and just be, right? And I love that there's organizations that recognize this as mental illness, right? It's about our wellness, about our mental, what is that about? And they celebrate it on that day. But I think before you even get to that point, there's a lot of things I'm always talking about with movement, with speaking to a therapist, with the way you eat and your environment that gets you there every day before you maybe have a mental breakdown or just not feeling well. So I'm going to give you some tips and tell you some things that I do. So the biggest thing that I notice with myself is sleep. If we don't get sleep, it changes everything, right? It changes your mood. Your body sometimes aches. The way you want to even talk to people in the morning, as someone that's a morning person, I need at least 5-6 hours of sleep. So prioritize your sleep if you're not feeling well mentally. Food. Nourishing your body with food. You cannot out-train a diet, as I always say, correct? So if you are eating cheeseburgers on a regular basis, I'm not saying you can't have them once in a while or pizzas or things of nature, but what you put in your body is going to affect the way you feel mentally. If you're eating fresh vegetables from the farmer's market or from your local grocery store and you're cooking healthy foods, your body's going to reflect it. Your body's going to reflect that. It's not going to hold inflammation compared to if you're eating something greasy or something that's high in, fructose or, high in sugar and fats. So make sure that the healthy foods you're putting in your body relates to what you're doing every day so that makes an impact of how you feel. Move your body. That goes along with it, right? As I say, great time of year to get up, go for walks, go to those I think I spoke about before. There's so many outdoor activities to get in for the next 2 months. Make sure you're doing that. Move around, go to classes, but get that fresh air outside while you can. Something that's hard for me is relaxation. So practicing relaxation techniques. So how I do that is I go to the sauna. That's how I do. So that's my little tidbit. That's how I relax. I put on some relaxing music and I sit in the sauna for about 20-25 minutes and just kind of decompress the day, kind of sweat the negative out and just really relax with my thoughts. As I always say, a good yoga class or meditation or just sitting in a room, maybe reading or sitting outside on your deck. So take a little time to relax, which will help you relax your mental well-being. Processing emotions, that's a really difficult one, right? So we won't go deep into it, but it's about processing your emotions and not holding on to those emotions always. And I think that's what's really hard, and what sits in our mental, and how we aren't able to digest our feelings and things that we've gone through. So I always recommend therapy. I always recommend a life coach. And I also recommend doing those first 3 steps to get you there, so that you can process your emotions and the things you go through. We are going through all of us are, every day. So make sure you're taking that time out for you. Networking, or as I call it, connecting with those around you, right? Get out, connect with some people. Even if you're not a people person, go out to something maybe once or twice a month so you can interact with people. Some people have great energy. You want to be around them. You want to hear new ideas. And being around people can bring you positive outlook on life if you're feeling down. Being grateful, daily gratitude, right? Being thankful that if you're awake, that you're awake. If you have a home, that you have that. If you have food in your fridge, the simple things that we sometimes take for granted. Be grateful and practice embracing being grateful daily. Self-care. Self-care, right? What does that look like? For me, what does self-care look like? Self-care looks like going to the gym and massages. I need a massage once a month, and I need to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week minimum to make myself feel that I am taking some time out for myself to just figure out what that part of me needs to relax in my brain and turn off for a little bit. The biggest thing that everyone tells us, limit our time on social media, which we all know is very, very, very hard. So try and do it. I've been a lot better, not sleeping with the phone by the bed, turning that off by 8 or 9 o'clock, and just putting that on night mode. So if you don't know, there's a night mode on your phone that you can actually schedule, and it turns everything off. And read a book, or even if you watch TV a little bit to go to sleep, but turn off the social media and relax with those thoughts. Once again, nature, spending time outside constantly. I keep saying that. Fresh air, fresh skies, blue skies, leaves changing, animals running around. It really helps your overall well-being. And last but not least, but I always say, is seek professional help when in doubt. I see a therapist. She's wonderful. I've seen her now going on 5 years. And it's not always that I have so much that I need to get through, but sometimes you just need to talk about the things that you're not talking about, right? Some things that maybe not sit well with you, or maybe something in your past that's been sitting with you for 15, 20 years that you've never fully addressed. So whether it's a life coach or a therapist or a pastor, please seek professional help if you're not doing mentally well. And as I always say, it's okay to not be okay. Say that with me. It's okay to not be okay, right? It is. It really is. And that's why they made this day, because some days you're just not okay. And some days you should be calling into work and saying, today I'm not okay. Or with your family, today I'm not okay. I need a break from everyone. No, I cannot attend that. Say no. Say no. No is your friend. Say no a lot. But I really want you to think about what this mental health looks like, especially as I keep talking about, we're in 4th quarter, going into thick holiday season. So a lot of things are expected of people. People have different religions and backgrounds, so that might wear and tear on your mental well-being. And as you come into the new year, don't beat yourself up for whatever you think you did not complete this year. You have time. You have time to switch that over, change, reinvent whatever you thought you couldn't reinvent. But make sure that while you're doing this, you are taking time out for the number one person in your life, which is you. So what are we going to do? We're going to do all those things, which I gave you about 11 to 12 things to incorporate into your life. You're going to take time for yourself. You're going to look at yourself and say, I am important and I am worthy of being mentally well. I hope that's very insightful. It helps me on a daily basis. So I want you to keep inhaling the positive, exhaling the negative. This is Coach Shay with Fitness Revolution. Be well.
Check back next week for more on living your healthier lifestyle, and share previous episodes of Shay's podcast with your friends. Log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh, to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
Mark your calendar for October 17th. That's Open House Day at Summit Academy OIC. And that's where your next career begins. In just 20 weeks, Summit Academy can prepare you to be a medical administrative assistant, IT specialist, carpenter, electrician, or financial services professional. These are good paying jobs in high demand in the Twin Cities. Summit Academy will not only prepare you for a job with advancement opportunities, they'll help you connect with employers and hiring managers. That's right, Summit Academy has a list of local employer partners ready and eager to hire Summit graduates. At the open house, you'll meet Summit instructors and staff. These incredible people will guide you through the entire process, from application to graduation. And if you're looking to earn your GED, Summit can help with that. Come to Summit Academy's open house, located at 935 Olson Memorial Highway in North Minneapolis. Find out more at saoic.org. And we'll see you October 17th from 3 to 5 p.m.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
Are you the parent or guardian of an adult with autism? If your loved one has no restrictions through court order, then they are eligible to vote. And you can assist them in many ways. Some citizens with autism don't like unfamiliar places and activities. These voters might prefer to cast their ballot at an early voting center. Leading up to Election Day, these early voting centers are less busy and less likely to require waiting. Early voting centers are open all over Minnesota, and you can vote there right now. Or you can request an absentee ballot to vote by mail. That's right. Eligible voters can cast their ballots without ever leaving home. On Election Day, curbside voting is another option to make voting easy and comfortable. Election judges will bring a ballot directly to the vehicle with a person with a disability. Make a plan to support and assist your loved one with autism this election season, so they can participate and exercise their precious right to vote. You can find out more at mmvotes.gov. That's mmvotes.gov.